How's it going, people? It is Liam Cattison here, and we're on for another episode of Once Upon a Time as we get into episode number 2 for season 3. Yeah, I'm intrigued to continue this season after it started off on a very, very interesting note with Emma and co trying to reach Neverland, but of course there was some issues. There were quite a few issues that impacted the group, from members fighting each other to Storm, etc. It was quite a blast getting to Neverland. But yeah, speaking of that, we have our first glimpses of Peter Pan, who was masquerading as one of the Lost Boys. Of course, they were in on this whole plan as Peter and Henry. They were trying to get some general chit chat, basically. If only that was the case. But it does make me very, very intrigued to see the direction this story's going to go, because it's quite, chilling having Peter as not necessarily pleasant person. So yeah, but there were some very, very interesting moments on Neverland, including the death of Tamara and Greg. I am very apathetic here. No, but I'm looking forward to continuing this season. So with that said, let's get into episode number 2 for season 3 for Once Upon a Time. Let's go. Oh, wait, was he cutting his shadow from himself?
You know what to do. Hide it, but no one can find it. Not even me.
That's a smart idea. That is pretty good stuff.
You could call me Mom if you want. You've done it before.
That was back when...
Under emotional circumstances.
Oh no, I get it.
Don't call me Mom unless we're...
What was I like? Other than a villain. Handsome, I gather.
If wax mustaches and perms are your thing.
I take it by your tone, perms are bad.
Up here! You made it.
This is it. History is just, like, not always 100% accurate when it comes to fairy tale
Just right.
depictions,
Where?
right?
If you drop me, I'll make sure you have 14 years bad luck.
Are we getting Sydney? We didn't see him in
never
season
to
2.
disturb me out here.
Trust me.
Hey,
I
Sydney.
haven't disturbed you yet. Just wait until you see this.
Uh-oh.
Indeed.
And swear on your father's grave that this kingdom belongs to me.
Oh,
don't?
cold.
Well, then someone will pay the price.
I was gonna say, I would have, like, yeah. But she's got tricks as well, so...
Guys, wake up.
Is no one keeping watch? Jeez, that's a bit of a reckless thing to do, in my opinion.
You hear that too?
Oh, shit!
You're Emma, right? I wonder why they can't hear the crying. It's about how you find him. And Emma, you're the only one who can.
He's gonna put her through some kind of test. Oh.
It's blank.
You'll only be able to read that map when you stop denying who you really are.
Oh, so he's just essentially slapped her by saying, here's a map, but you gotta be more imaginative.
Wait, you think I'm in this for her crown?
You said it, not me.
Okay, I get it, I knew. But trust me, I want what's best for Snow.
Look, handsome. She may love you, but that chiseled chin
I
ain't
mean, it's
fooling
all about
us.
the lives,
We're gonna
really,
eyes on
but
you.
Are you dwarves with me?
it's also Regina, like, she's
I
gonna
think Grumpy was
create
pretty
misery
clear.
for the people.
Sorry, brother. Snow's already made up her mind.
Show yourself.
Oh!
Belong to you, dearie.
Wow. This some kind of trick, or did she just sneak aboard the Jolly Roger?
I don't understand. How did you get here?
I thought
Didn't conjure up a vision.
This will be very, very awkward.
didn't. You did. The question is why?
You must have something that can change Snow's mind.
If she doesn't want to fight the queen,
Oh.
there's nothing I can do to change.
A bit more complicated than that.
Didn't say we were gonna make this easy.
Back.
I'm Henry's mother. I used to live in Boston, and I was a bail bonds person. I'm now the sheriff of Storybrooke.
That election was a sham. Are you really doing this?
Regina, stop. Okay, let it go.
It doesn't mean it can't lead us to Henry.
I thought we decided that using magic was a bad idea.
For once, I agree with the prince. I told you we were getting along.
Yeah, you guys are gonna become BFFs before you know it.
Gator spell. This parchment belonged to Pan. It'll lead us to him.
Might be a good idea, but I just worry.
And regretted it your whole life. You don't need to do the same to Henry.
Yeah, exactly, it's history
Letting go
potentially
of the past,
repeating itself,
that's the
but
first step.
there is that fear in him.
You know, this was the last thing my father gave me.
What happened to him?
Oh. And before Pan's like, yoink.
Ready to thank me?
Very powerful
Actually, yeah.
scenes though at the minute, with
If I
especially
could do it sooner, maybe we'd have
that
found
projection
him
of
by now.
Belland.
Careful. He may look like a boy. He's a bloody demon.
I mean, so was I when I was 4.
Hey, you can do this. You can do this.
Liam's worried.
What does Rumpel say of its power? Was it made with dark magic?
No, it was forged by a benevolent mage. His name is Merlin, from a realm called Camelot.
Holy shit! What? Okay. Oh, the.
Excalibur, his kingdom's true leader.
I knew it.
You remember what I did to Rufio? But it's a far worse fate for you.
Oh shit! Did he off Rufio? Oh man.
Where's Henry? Where are they?
You say dead.
You pulled that sword out of the stone.
A lot of pressure, but it's her or Grumpy. Oh. Oh, did she mark her? Oh.
You told me to stop denying who I really
See you on the battlefield.
We'll be ready.
Oh man, this is so great. Yeah, she was not expecting that. It's like, well,
I was lucky my jacket was.
That look in his eyes, the despair. I had it back when I was in the foster system.
oh,
Just a lost little girl who didn't matter.
lost boys, lost
I
girl.
didn't think she ever would. What I've always been. An orphan.
Oh my goodness.
Emma. What?
That loneliness just hurts. Wait, the map. Oh, that's a really heartbreaking revelation.
What happened? You accepted who you are.
Oh.
If that were Excalibur, I wouldn't be able to do this.
It's that belief.
Swords are fake, dearie. Shoddy craftsmanship too. But then again, what can you expect from a shepherd? Lucky it wasn't made out of wool.
I struck Regina. I drew blood.
Enough of your ramblings.
No, please. That belonged to my mother.
And now it belongs to me.
Oh, wow.
Sword because
You needed to believe in something I already knew.
when I stood up to Regina.
Did that on your own.
It was from her own power
inside you
and
the entire
everything.
time.
Like, I can understand why Charming did. It's
Needed
just...
some help to realize that.
But you didn't.
Oh.
So who are you, Swan?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That sounds like a date request. Let's go. Although you can't, because Hook's mine. Is this Pan? Oh, no, it's the doll! The crevice was like, you dropped this.
An orphan. You'll be one.
Wow, this little prick. This is why. Oh no, David! Yo, no, 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 no. We are not doing this shit. I mean, it's complex to fix that kind of shit, isn't it? So, because that's the same kind of poison that affected Bloody Gold, and it was so complex because it was like a life or a life situation. And Pan, what a manipulative little prick. Gee, like telling Emma you're going to like feel what your parents felt, but you're also gonna lose that. Like, wow. He's really scoring points for being asshole of the year. So So yeah, that was a good push forward for season 3 of Once Upon a Time. Very great stuff. Sets things up really and devastatingly, I guess, with the fact that it's not looking good for Charming. I'm sure there's going to be a workaround for that little predicament, but like I said, with Rumpel and how he was suffering it, it wasn't exactly plain sailing in in Storybrooke, I guess. So something a bit more complex, I guess, like Neverland's going to be a bit of an ask, but we'll see where we go. But yeah, really, really great stuff, especially this episode exploring about identity and the crises that characters were having regarding who they were and how they were like trying to go on one certain avenue on their perception of them, but can kind of be deflected a bit in some unique ways. Like Snow had the confidence, I guess, to believe that the sword was Excalibur, but it wasn't. So it was all her. So she was deceived there. But Charming did that for her own good. He did try a little trick and that, but at the end of the day, he was only looking out for Snow. I guess so. He wanted that strength from within her and to be able to harness that. So it's something that's been done before in like shows and whatnot, and it's a way to try to boost that confidence, which is what Charming he did that, and he did say he tried to find a way because of course he was getting lectured by the dwarfs about the fact that he's only doing this he might be only doing this for power, who knows. But then again, I also see if Regina wins, it's not going to be great for the population serving under Regina's rule, and that Snow would make a more benevolent leader and a leader that looks out for the people. So yeah, but either way, it was a interesting tactic that that Charming did utilize with Excalibur, and it's so interesting because I think we got Lancelot in season 2 in the flashbacks. Of course, in the present day events, in the last season, it was Cora all along. Dun, dun, dun. No, but yeah, we haven't had anything else from Camelot, so I feel like we'll probably get more of that in season 4, season 5 potentially. I don't think they're going to include it in season 3, especially with the focus on Neverland and whatnot, but you never know. But it was really, really nice to have that incorporated. Of course, that is seemingly its own of a realm. I think it seems to imply that, because I know we have Wonderland, of course, and we have Neverland, and we're not sure whatever like realms there is. Oh, there is the realm that Dr. Whale comes from. So yeah, it slipped out my mind now what its official term is, but the Frankenstein world. So yeah, yeah, we have I think 3 other realms that are confirmed that are not like the Enchanted Forest and I guess Earth. So, and it would be very, very interesting if like Camelot was its own kind of realm. I guess I'm not sure, but there is, or it might be, you know, part of this world. Who knows? But I mean, there is such an existence. It's just that they went along with this plan. Okay, you need to have her believe in herself. Believe that. Well, the idea is pretend that's Excalibur, and in the end, it will all become part of her own confidence. So yeah, and that was it. So. It was tapping into who Snow really is. And like I said, that was the big portion of this episode, figuring about identity. And, you know, you might see certain aspects about yourself that aren't really as strong as hidden beliefs. Like what Charming did with Snow. Kind of like how Belle put Rumpel in that bit of a crisis by well, I wouldn't say making him decide, but it's to the point of who are you, Rumpelstiltskin, and this is it. He doesn't want to become his father and try to get rid of the doll, but it's not wanting to budge. So yeah, but we know that especially in season 2, there was concern regarding Rumpel. Like, is he wanting to be evil and powerful and more vicious and whatnot, or does he want to become a better person? And there is Belle that who appeared like in a very, very like, I don't know, projected form, I guess. So yeah, that's the right word for it, I guess. But yeah, she's helping him, of course, believe that ability that hey, you can do the right thing, and if Rumpel dies, then that's the price, because of course he doesn't want to repeat history, and that's it though. And I am thinking like, not just with Bay and whatnot, but also he mentioned about his father and how he left him, kind of like in a similar scenario to how Bay and Rumpel split journeys because of that departure. I don't know. I've got some kind of theory brewing up that we are going to have some backstory as Rumpel as a kid, and he looked up to his father, and his father got involved with Pan in some capacity, because there is history between Rumpel and Pan, and I'm really curious to I am really curious to thinking is like, did Pan have some kind of involvement with Rumpel's father? I'm not sure, but I feel like we're going to have some exploration into like Rumpel's past and his father, because there's got to be some kind of exploration as well to Rumpel's dealings with Pan, because they are dropping hints like breadcrumbs, and yeah, how long is this trail going to lead out for? Who knows? So yeah, Pan is a little prick. I'm just going to say it. Like, we all kind of worried about the fact about his less benevolent side in this, I guess, incarnation of Peter Pan. And yeah, I'd say less benevolent is pretty much being a bit cautious in terms of the wording, because holy damn, he was straight up manipulative. Like, as soon as Emma cracked the code, I guess, with the map, he was rubbing it in and is saying how Henry's never going to forgive her and how she's going to be in the same predicament with her parents gone as well, and how she'll truly be an orphan, and how you're going to be in your parents' position. So, wow. It was really cold. So, but what I really love as well, and this was a comment in the last episode, from Neil to Mulan, is they are not shying away in terms of the law, like the Disney movies, for example, of Peter Pan, of Mulan. They are not shying away of, oh, they made a movie about you, or depictions of their characters in fairy tale media. Like, they even made comments about, oh, Pan's like kind-hearted and whatnot, and Hook's like, yeah, history books can sometimes be wrong. So yeah, so I am really liking how 2 episodes in a row that we're having characters speak about, oh, you were in this and you're depicted as this or whatnot. So I find that pretty interesting, because I think they have made comments before like that, but not in a row. So yeah. But yeah, that moment with Emma figuring out the heartbreaking, I guess, code cracking of the map, yeah, it was really devastating, especially glancing to Mary Margaret, who had to accept this truth. The truth does hurt, as they say, because she said it's the truth about her remarking herself as an orphan. And, you know, this is the sad thing with Emma, like, it's been a very difficult situation with like, she still has a bit of reluctancy when it comes to accepting Snow and Charming as her parents, and the whole situation with her being abandoned. So it is still it's still a thin ice territory for her. And there is that presence of feeling lonely, feeling like an orphan that resides in her still. Like, we even had commentary earlier in the episode regarding how she's still a bit hesitant as well to refer to her as mom and dad. So yeah, but it was a really powerful, heartbreaking moment when Emma found out that she still sees herself as an orphan, and that was the correct answer, I guess, with the whole map in terms of trying to lead to Henry. So it is sad. It is really sad, and it was a really good speech. We even have Mary Margaret, who I feel like has some determination now to prove that Emma's not. Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be too late to, like, you can't exactly change back the clock to her being a little kid, but it's that boost, isn't it, that she's going to imbue herself with the fact that she wants to become a better parent. She wants to make sure that Emma doesn't have those lingering thoughts about being an orphan that still reside. It is a heartbreaking scenario, but she's going to be determined. So yeah. And there was also Regina, who's a bit hasty, understandable. Like, I'm not going to lecture Regina for being a bit, I don't know if reckless would be the right word to describe her arguments and whatnot, and how she's not taking this with caution, etc. Henry is her son at the end of the day, and it's understandable why she is willing to just throw away the plan or whatever in order to get to Henry, because Henry is her son, and that's understandable why she's going to be very fast-tracked with this recovery mission to Henry. I just feel like it is a bit too much in my opinion, but like I said, I understand. Like, it's only because she's accepted Emma as a leader and keeps deflecting ideas in order to take the fast track to Henry. But I do get it. It's just that you do worry that it's going to turn, like in this episode gave a good example. She put that locator spell on the map. It led to Pan, and now Charming is looking like he's going to pay the price, which is a nice kind of parallel. I say a nice kind of parallel. Not nice in terms of, hey, Charming's dying, great. But in terms of the symmetry with Regina threatening Snow in the flashbacks, I'll take away people that mean the most to you unless you put yourself in exile, and how Regina's hastiness, I guess, has led to Pan, who him and the Lost Boys really have done a number on Charming, and he looks like he's on death's door, but it's not happening, so I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take that BS. But I don't know if that's like grasping for straws, but this is what I'm just worried about. Like, I do understand why Regina is so determined, and that's an understandable statement with the fact that Henry is a son. It's just, if you like, fast does not always mean successful, and you just worry about what casualties can come about if you take the fast path rather than advice from Hook, who has a bit more of a knowledge on these lands, etc. And but it was a really solid episode, so I'm looking forward to seeing how the next episode does go by, and continuing this journey of season 3. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care. I will see you guys next time. Toodles!